Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nadale and I make videos on makeup, fashion and motherhood. So if that's something you're interested in, then please stay tuned. Oh, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if this isn't your first time on my channel, and check out all of my previous videos if you want to get a better feel of what my channel is about. Okay, so today I did this look inspired by my outfit. It's giving me summertime vibe. Okay, so if you guys love this look, then please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, catch this look also on my Instagram at Enesscee _, which is ENESSCEE _, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, you guys, so I'm just going in with my JUVIA'S Place Afrique palette, and I'm taking that orange color called Dakar, and I'm going to place that color in my crease. Now, your crease is usually where your eye falls, so I'm going to place that orange color in that area and pack it on as much as I possibly can. Okay, do not be afraid to add that color. And you can see me doing like a stamping motion back and forth. I'm not necessarily like brushing it on. So I'm using a very compact brush. I don't know what it's called, but it doesn't have a name on it. But just get a brush that's really dense and the bristles are close together. And you just want to stack that color on as much as possible all the way into your inner eye. So from the outer eye to the inner eye. I always start at the outer portion of my eye and bring it to the inner portion of my eye. And so I'm adding this color as much as I can because I want that really dark color payoff. And in the crease is usually where you put your darkest shade and you kind of work around that. So yeah, and you're gonna see me adding more of that color later on in the video just because I kind of cut my crease really high because I have hooded eyes. But now I am going into my Crayon case matte book, and I'm taking that orange color, which is lighter than the one I had before, and I'm using that to buff out my edges. I also changed my brush and I'm using the M506 brush by MORPHE. This is an amazing blending brush, you guys. If you don't have it, it's only $6 at MORPHE. So go on over to Ulta or head on over to MORPHE's website and get you this brush. It is a lifesaver. So what you want to do is take that orange color and just pat it alongside the edge of that darker orange shade, and you want to pack it on and not swipe back and forth. Okay, just packing it along those edges is blending those two shades together. So now I'm going to move to a fluffier brush, which is also from MORPHE, and this brush is called the M441 brush. This is a must-have as well. These two brushes are definitely great for blending your eyes. And now I'm going into my Louise base, and I'm going to use this base to cut the crease. Now I am going over to my MORPHE brush, and you can use any brush that is kind of like flat like this to cut your crease. So you don't necessarily need this specific brush, but I will put the name on the screen. I don't remember what it's called right now, but you guys can definitely get any flat brush, but you want to make sure that the edges of this brush is very like the edges are very defined, because you want a really precise line when you are cutting your crease. Now, if you look at Instagram or videos on the internet, you're going to feel like, you know, it's so easy cutting your crease the way that they do it. Sometimes cutting your crease is hard. Like for me, I have to hold my breath when I'm cutting my crease. Like, don't talk to me. I can't be looking at anything else. Like, I have to give this my full undivided attention. Some people just do one swipe across, but for me, I want to make sure that it comes off like as defined. Like this line has to be very precise and as clean as possible. So you will see me going back and forth, and especially with my hooded eyes, like you kind of have to lift. I open my eyes, so you'll see me opening and closing my eyes to make sure that when I open my eyes you can still see where I cut the crease. Okay, so you want to go above that fold, but you don't want to go too high because you don't want to look crazy, but you just want to go a little bit above that fold. So that's why you'll see me opening and closing my eyes and checking and going back and forth. And sometimes that's what it takes, okay, ladies? Like, it might take you a little bit of time, but the more that you do it, the more accustomed you will get. And this P. Louise base, if I didn't mention, I think this is the number 1. And it is very good for cutting the crease. It makes it so easy, and it makes the colors so rich, like whenever you add shadows above that color. So don't be afraid to go back and fix those lines. Sometimes you have to go back and put the crease a little bit higher because you maybe messed it up. And I really didn't want to cut off too much of this footage just because I wanted to give a realistic look at how you cut the crease, because most times people make it look so easy, and when it's time for you to try it, like, you're so frustrated because you're wondering why you kind of cut the crease, like the ladies on Instagram, and sometimes they just cut off like the struggle. Okay, but just keep looking forward and make sure that you are cutting it into a round shape from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner. And as you could see, I started in the middle first because that's where my eyes are most hooded. So a lot of that skin, hooded eyes, we have like that extra skin. Most of that extra skin is in the middle. So I use that as my highest point, and then I just go, in a circular motion from there. But I use that as my point of reference. Okay, so now that I feel like this is the shape that I'm going for, I am just checking to make sure everything is good. And then I added some of that shimmery orange to the middle. And for some reason, I didn't have that footage. So I just went into, you could put any shimmery shade that you want, but I just went into that palette by Huda Beauty. I don't remember what it's called. I need to go back and see what the name of it is. I just put that in the middle portion. And then I'm using that orange darker color from the Afrique palette. And I'm kind of creating a V on the outer edges of the shimmery one in the middle. So you can see that I am using a different brush for this part, and this is a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. If I can find the exact link, I will link it below because it is a good brush to have. So I'm adding this orange color on the inner portion of my eye as well as the outer portion of my eye, and you can already see that the look is coming together really nice, and I'm like so excited low-key about it. So you just want to pat that color, not swipe, on the inner and outer portions of your eye. So going back into that Afrique palette, I am going to take the shade Kofi, which is a really, really pretty gold color. And I am going to use that as my transition shade between that sparkly orange in the middle and that orange in the inner and outer portion of my eyes. So I'm using the same Real Techniques brush, and I'm just lightly putting that color right there in the middle or above, or just where these two colors meet. Okay, I hope I explained that correctly. And I'm also adding some of that color on my inner tear duct just to give me an awake look. Checking everything to make sure it's good. So I'm going back into that Afrique palette, and I'm just going to reach for that green color called Niger. So I'm going to add that on my waterline, and for this I am using a brush that I bought years ago from Eco Tools. If I can find the link, I got this at Walmart. If I can find the link, I'll also put it there for you guys, and see how beautifully, like effortlessly, I didn't even have to put a base for this. The color just showed up, and that's JUVIA'S place for you. Like, See what I mean? Like that color is so vibrant without me adding any base to make the color pop. It's just working on its own. So yeah, this is what it's looking like for now, and I'm just going to do some more of that orange color like I told you guys earlier, and I'm just using that Morphe 506 brush to kind of buff that color back and put some of that color back that I lost earlier when I cut my crease. And then I'm going to use the M441 brush to buff everything out and make sure that it blends perfectly and everything looks really, really nice. Now I am going in with this eyeliner, and truth be told, I don't know why I grabbed this eyeliner. Like, that's not the one I usually go for. I don't even remember which eyeliner this is, but I don't like these eyeliners because they kind of like dry up really quickly, and you will see that at one portion of the video, and I switch back to my Revlon eyeliner. But yeah, you just want to line your eyes. You don't want to go too far up because you don't want to kind of hide what you already created. So as close to the lash line as you possibly can get, that's what we're aiming for right now, because we want our eyeshadow to be the focal point. Okay, you guys, so that's basically all for the eyeshadow explanation. I'm just going to do a winged liner, some mascara and lashes, my other eye, and then the rest of my face, and I'll see you guys at the final product. Okay, so I'm liking how everything is looking, so I just went ahead and did the second eye, and now I'm just going to zhoosh it up with my outfit. And you guys, this is what we're working with. Yes, if this is not summertime vibes, then I don't know what summertime vibes is. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a few close-ups, and that will be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys.
Talk to me now.